A trigger warning comparing two iconic venues, variety artists, self-employed sole traders. A question for the Equity General Secretary election candidates. Crowdfunding for the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club. The demise of variety branches.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out.
Hello, Jacobasses, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Meanwhile, Nigel Cecil, assisted, as I invariably am, by my very good friend Hillary, responding to the comments, views and observations and questions sent in by you, our fair-minded and equitable friends. And it's fair to say the upcoming videos may well be focusing on equity, the trade union for professional actors, variety entertainers and other creatives across the United Kingdom, because at this moment in time, for all equity members, there's a postal ballot to elect their General Secretary for a term of office from 2025 to 2030. There are two candidates. Paul W. Fleming, the current General Secretary, nominated by the Council and other equity members, and Ricky Ash, standing as a candidate for that post of General Secretary, nominated by at least 50 members of equity. Let's cut to the quick, shall we, Hillary? Hillary has said I digress a little bit too much, so there may be some notes. But there again, I was vaccinated with a gramophone needle way back in junior school days. These two venues are, and that video, Hillary, thanks for waving at me. We opened with that video, which appears to show a variety branch banner being burnt to oblivion. We can't check the credible source of that video because it was sent to us by an unknown email address. So it's worth mentioning, especially as you're now in this election period for the General Secretary, we are doing our best to report the facts transparently and credibly, equally and fairly on your behalf. We're not somehow claiming to be 100% correct. We're trying our best, aren't we, Hillary? We may inadvertently misspeak or get some facts wrong. Please check them. And if you see anything obvious, please use our email to get in touch, and we'll put at least something in the notes to point out what you say is the correct information. We really do need to be fair to everyone and encourage you to vote. There's online hustings on April the 2nd. Get the information from the Equity website. Do take part. Let's see if together we can get that percentage return up. So the election really can say it reflects the wishes of the whole membership. Come on, take part. But anyway, yes, I'm digressing again, aren't I, Hillary? Slap me down, please. Yes, hit me with a wet feather. But anyway, this subject, quite serious, really. These iconic venues, the Blackwood Miners Institute in South Wales, looks as though they've been successful in their campaign. And then the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club, their ongoing campaign. Both campaigns, but you're saying, does the difference in the way they are being reported by equity emphasise a change of activism and the way it's recognised within equity? Because variety members, well, the demise of variety branches for them over the past 5 years, you're saying, is deplorable. Why? Well, when you think about it, the Blackwood Miners Institute, funded by miners coming together and putting their money, their subscriptions forward to open this venue, is iconic within the area. The Manic Street Preachers helped launch their campaign way back in last year, and groups like Black Sabbath, the Stereophonics, Coldplay have all performed there. But you see, then you go on to other things, and entertainers don't regularly involve themselves with a venue. You're self-employed sole traders, so 1 minute you're at that venue, 1 minute you're at another venue. So how do you learn about what is going on that's threatening a particular venue? By coming together in the workplace. But there is no workplace for variety entertainers. It's not like the Welsh National Opera Opera, or even Oldham Coliseum. I mean, the Phoenix Dance Theatre. They've got workplace, shop floor places where the members can come together, a ready source of activism. They all know about it. But entertainers don't have that. So the variety branches, when Equity uniquely incorporated way back in the day with the Variety Artists Federation, recognised that the needs of self-employed sole traders had to be incorporated within the trade union structure, so their particular needs were recognised within the democratic structure, an independent part of Equity with variety branches, variety organisers, and assistant secretary variety, where members, branch secretaries, endeavour to make themselves available 24/7, because when you're out in the field, a sole trader needing help at 11 o'clock at night, who'd you ring? Well, it used to be the variety branch secretary. Who now? Yes, who now? And so when you look at the Blackwood Miners Institute, where entertainers perform there, Equity would now say, well, where are the activists? Yes, where are they? How do they come together? It would have been, in its heyday, the variety branch meetings, where members would come together and say, we really need to now demonstrate for this venue activism. But they're now no longer coming together within that structure. It's gone. So the difference with the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club over and above entertainment, they've got a core issue which keeps them together. It's an iconic queer venue. We all meet, we all recognise, and apart from being entertainers, we are a ready collective source of activism. And of course, Equity recognises activism. It doesn't appreciate how within the self-employed sole trader, variety artist acts as known. That ability to suddenly become activists doesn't happen. A proper variety branch structure would enable that to happen. And that's the difference. And that's why, probably now with the demise of variety branches, that banner was being burnt. And that unique structure which represented them within Equity has gone. So where does that leave them? And where does it leave Equity? Because some 25% of the Equity membership are self-employed, sole traders, acts as known. Now with no democratic structure within Equity to represent them. Which brings us to two questions for the candidates. Have you wrote a paper for me somewhere, Hillary? Oh, well, I'll have to busk it. The first question is to Paul Fleming. Paul, why is it that in your manifesto statement of 2020, you acclaimed variety branches, especially those in the Midlands and Birmingham? Yet over your tenure as being the Equity General Secretary since 2020, you've overseen the demise of variety branches. Why? What changed? And what do you see as the future for Equity, representing a large proportion of their membership who are self-employed, sole traders, acts as known? And then yet the question, well, what would Paul Fleming say to that if you were able to put it to them in the hustings on April the 2nd? But now, Ricky Ash, Ricky, given the demise of the variety branches over the past 5 years, what would be your reaction to that? What would you have liked to have seen happen? And if you're elected as the Equity General Secretary, what would you like to see happen within Equity to ensure that the variety members, self-employed sole traders, acts as known, were fully represented within Equity? Those two questions. Do let us know what you think. Get in touch. But now, a change of style. the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club. It started off with a crowdfunder to raise £12,000. It's exceeded that, and it's now got to the stage where this acclaimed, iconic queer venue is about to win, overarchingly succeed in saving the venue. The crowdfunder has now reached £15,000. May we come together, please, and give it their stretch target so they've got that little fillip to take them over the last fence to win. Come on, may we encourage you to dig into your pockets, Hillary. Are you going to dig into your pocket, Hillary? Come on, and help the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club. And congratulations to the Blackwood Miners Institute, because it looks as though they have succeeded. But we'll be keeping a watchful eye on it, won't we, Hillary, on your behalf? So with that statement and that encouragement for the Bethnal Green Working Men's Club, I'll leave you as always, good art, good work, and in showbiz, better keep your fingers crossed. Professional solidarity, comrades, together.